Hello everyone, today I will talk to you guys about the difference between cricket formats and what tactics are used in each of them. Straight into it, I'll start with the longest form of the game, 5-day Test cricket. Now whispers going around that they will shorten Test to 4 days, but I'm sure that if that is the case, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Sorry, I'm not sure, Each 3, 4 and 5-day match usually has about 90 overs per day, sometimes less or more, and sometimes the same. In 5-day matches you have time on your side. The general pre-game tactics are to win the toss and choose to bat, and bat for 1.5 days, possibly aim to score 400 or more runs depending on the pitch, and put that team that you're challenging, you're versing the other team, in probably to get them out for about 250 to 300 and build up 200 to 300 runs to finish that around T-Day 4 and set a target of about 400 runs for the opposition. The toss can sometimes decide the result, and unless it's a pitch designed for bowling, which over time the pitch becomes more bowling favoured anyway, that is why chasing 500 is twice as hard as making 500 in the first innings. That's Test cricket for you, basically. And the toss is basically everything. Most teams bat first. There's a couple of exceptions, like some of these really bowling favoured wickets you see that happen sometimes. 4-day cricket is generally a little bit faster and usually makes more draws if the game is quite close, because it has the pressure to make the captain declare more often because he has less time to muck around defending everyone. 4-day cricket is used for lower ranked international nations who are just starting Test cricket, such as Ireland, and also used for domestic tournaments favoured over a 5-day match. The vast majority of the matches of domestic are 4 days. It is basically 1 innings, 1 day, which means if you batted for 2 days, then you will most likely get a draw because the other team might bat for a day and there's only 1 day for 2 innings, as an example. So obviously you have to rotate your tactics. 3-day cricket is almost always a draw because of its shortness. I broadcasted a 3-day match on this channel, Australia versus Derbyshire. 3-day matches are used as practice, unofficial and tour matches. Sometimes teams will take a 5-day approach and get a draw if it is an unofficial game, but if it's an official game they might take an approach similar to a 1-day match by saying on day 1 to bat at 4 to 6 runs per over and score 350 off 70 overs, then declare and put the other team in for the last 20 overs for a tough evening battle, because it's very hard to bat in the evening and get a few quick wickets. That is a great way to win a 3-day match, though 3-day matches are quite rare and 80% of the time not shown on television. 2-day cricket is usually similar. It's usually used in like under 20s and stuff. Similar rules, similar tactics. I think sometimes they only have 1 innings per side in 2-day matches, and sometimes they have 2. And if it's 2 innings per side, you almost can't win a 2-day match. Like, it's just impossible almost. And now to ODIs. So you have 50 overs per team, right? At the end of the 50 overs, the other team comes out to bat, whether you like it or not. Or you lose the 10 wickets. It depends. It can go either way. And you have to chase down, let's say, 250 or 50 overs. And if you don't score the amount of runs in the overs, it's a draw. It's not a draw, sorry, it's a loss. You lose if you can't. So for example, other team A, make 240 or 50 overs, 240 for 8, and you need to chase down 241. If you made 210 for 8 off 50 overs, then you would lose by 30 runs. But if you got past 240, you would win the match. Simple as that. But once 50 overs expire, you lose unless you've got the runs. So 1-day cricket's usually a lot more attacking. It's not slogging though. It's actually got a little bit of bite to it, and it's probably the most watchable form of the game in my opinion. But that's often factually proven because usually they're playing in a way that's great for viewers. Like people who grew up in the 60s and 70s who didn't see T20 cricket would say 1-day cricket's my favourite. T20 cricket's just slogging almost, entertainment. But 1-day cricket's designed so a captain basically, usually half the time they bat first, half the time they bowl first. It doesn't matter, it's only a day. But It's so much fun to watch a one-day match. Go to one, go to the games, the tickets. It's played internationally, played domestically, played it for all ages. It's cricket for everyone. It's the best form of the game, in my opinion. There's 30 over games, which is sort of, and 40 over games, which is sort of like club cricket, like children and teenagers play it quite a bit. 20 over cricket, which is also used by children and teenagers, but it's also used internationally and domestically with like the Big Bash and IPL and the NatWest T20 Blast and also T20 internationals. T20 internationals aren't very popular in Australia for some reason. The Big Bash is more popular, probably because T20 internationals aren't on free-to-air television. ODIs used to be much more popular, but because of pay TV, it's not as popular because free-to-air don't show ODIs. They only show Test cricket and Big Bash, as well as women's matches. So, and the away games are a different story. That'll take me forever to explain. The Ashes is on free-to-air. The Australia Tour of England, I have no clue yet. Let me know in the comment section what actually happened. I'll probably make a video on it sometime in the future. But T20 cricket is generally a slog. It's generally, don't go for wickets. Just smash as many runs off the bat, although Tests and ODIs are about batting still, but smash a massive 200 for 8 off 20 overs. You go for wickets, you only have 120 balls, so if the bowlers go for wickets all the time, they might get attacked, and then they might get hit for 210 and get them all out. But they could have got them dotted up at 5 for 160 off 20 overs. So which one's better? 5 for 160, because it's the same thing as ODIs, except much shorter. And you'd have to chase down the target. And of course, 161 I'd much rather chase. You don't get any like bonuses for getting them all out. I think there's a bonus point system if you get them all out and win, but it's only for certain tournaments, so don't take that too heavily, that statement. Thank you so much for watching, and any other questions or video suggestions, or just thoughts on this video, go to the comment section, type down your message, bang, 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 and also like, subscribe, share your thoughts on this video, as I said, and quickly check out these videos on the end screen, and shout out to my feature channels AA Cricket, Galactic Ice Wave, Analog Live, and the Cool Boy Superhuman. Bye.